It truly is a festive and filling celebration with these 7 Mardi Gras recipes brought to you by recipes.net. Shrimp and Andouille Po Boy. In a mixing bowl, prepare the hot remoulade by adding some mayonnaise, whole grain mustard, pickle relish, ketchup, hot sauce of your choice, pickle juice, green onions, garlic, cayenne pepper, salt, and ground black pepper to taste. Stir until evenly incorporated, then set aside. Assemble the tomato and onion salad next by adding some tomatoes, red onions, olive oil, red wine vinegar, and prepared horseradish in a bowl. Stir until evenly incorporated. Season with salt and ground black pepper and adjust accordingly. In another mixing bowl, add some shrimps, smoked paprika, salt, cayenne pepper, ground black pepper, onion powder, and chili powder. Toss to combine, then set aside for at least 15 minutes to marinate briefly. Now heat up a skillet with olive oil over medium heat. Add the andouille sausage and saute for roughly 10 minutes until golden brown. Drain, then set aside in a warm area. Next, saute the shrimps for roughly 5 to 7 minutes until fully cooked. Slice a French baguette lengthwise, leaving it hinged, then spread some of the remoulade on both sides. Place some romaine lettuce leaves, followed by pimiento strips. Next, place over the sausages, then the shrimps. Place a tomato and onion salad on top and use skewers to keep the sandwich in place. Slice and divide accordingly and serve with potato fries. Jambalaya. Begin by heating an oiled Dutch oven over medium heat. In a large bowl, add some sausages, shrimps, and pieces of chicken breasts. Add in some paprika powder, garlic powder, salt, onion powder, dried oregano, dried thyme, red pepper flakes, ground black pepper, and cayenne pepper. Mix to combine. In the Dutch oven, add some vegetable oil, then saute some red onions and green bell pepper. Add in some celery stalks and garlic, then continue to saute. Now add in some red pepper flakes, ground black pepper, salt, paprika, hot pepper sauce, and Worcestershire sauce. Saute briefly. Add the seasoned chicken, shrimp, and sausage, then toss to combine. Add some white long grain rice and stir to combine. Pour in some chicken broth and crushed tomatoes, then bring down the heat to a simmer for 25 minutes until the rice is fully cooked through. Garnish with sliced green onions and a lemon wedge before serving. Catfish strips with ranch dressing. Make the ranch dressing by adding some mayonnaise, sour cream, green onions, dried parsley, dried dill, garlic powder, onion powder, salt, and ground black pepper in a bowl. Mix to combine. Cover with cling wrap and set aside in a chilled area to allow the flavors to develop for at least 30 minutes. In a mixing bowl, add some all-purpose flour, garlic powder, onion powder, paprika, ground black pepper, and salt. Stir to combine. Then, put some egg whites in a bowl, then some crushed cornflakes in another. In a small saucepan, add some hot sauce and Worcestershire sauce, then mix to combine. Bring it to a boil, then reduce to a simmer and remove from the heat. Add in some unsalted butter and swirl until evenly incorporated. Set aside. Now dredge the catfish fillets in the flour mixture, dip in the egg whites, and coat in corn flakes. Deep fry for 3 minutes or until golden brown, then strain. Drizzle the hot sauce mixture over the fish strips and serve together with vegetable sticks and the ranch dressing. Sweet cornbread. Preheat the oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit and grease a springform cake tin with cooking spray. In a large mixing bowl, sift together some all-purpose flour, baking powder, baking soda, and salt. Make a well at the center, then add an egg, some milk, vegetable oil, white sugar, unsalted butter, and yellow cornmeal. Fold until evenly incorporated. Pour the batter into the cake tin and bake for roughly 30 minutes or until a cake tester comes out clean. Once baked, remove the cake tin and allow the cornbread to cool down before serving. Bread, beans, and rice with ham hocks and kielbasa sausage. In a large skillet, heat some olive oil over medium heat. Add the kielbasa sausages and cook for about 3 to 4 minutes. Set aside. In a soup pot or Dutch oven, place a ham hock, some water, celery, yellow onions, green bell peppers, and bay leaves. Boil over high heat, then add in some cayenne pepper, white pepper, garlic powder, dried thyme, dried oregano, and Tabasco sauce. Season with salt, then reduce the heat and simmer for about 1 hour. Then, remove the ham hock and set it aside. Add some red kidney beans and the kielbasa sausages in the pot and stir to combine. Simmer for 30 to 45 minutes until the beans start to break up. Meanwhile, remove the meat from the ham hock and put the meat back into the pot. Stir for 10 minutes more or until the meat is warmed through. Season to taste with salt and adjust accordingly before serving over steamed rice. Prawn Etouffee. Make the Creole seasoning by adding some paprika, chili powder, onion powder, garlic powder, cayenne pepper, salt, and ground black pepper into a small bowl. Mix to combine, then set aside. In a large skillet, melt some unsalted butter over medium-high heat. Add in some yellow onions, celery stalks, and bell peppers of your choice, then saute until translucent. Add in some garlic and continue sauteing for roughly 7 minutes until fragrant. Add some all-purpose flour, reduce the heat to medium-low, and stir constantly until lightly roasted. Add some tomato paste and roast briefly. Now pour in some seafood broth and simmer for roughly 5 to 8 minutes until reduced by half. Stir constantly. Add some hot sauce, the Creole seasoning, and bay leaves. Stir to combine and continue simmering for roughly 3 to 5 minutes until the mixture starts to thicken. Now add in the prawns, increase the heat to medium, and continue simmering for roughly 5 to 7 minutes, turning each piece halfway through. Season with salt and ground black pepper to taste and adjust accordingly. Serve with steamed rice, garnish with chopped green onions. Eggless Pecan Pie. Preheat the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. In a bowl, sift together some cake flour, all-purpose flour, and salt. Add in some vegetable oil and agave syrup, then mix until evenly incorporated and the mixture resembles coarse crumbs. Now grease a pie tin of your choice and transfer the mixture into it. Spread evenly, then press the dough slightly to stick to the tin. Set aside. Make the filling by adding some cashew nuts, plant-based milk of your choice, rum, sweetener of your choice, sugar substitute of your choice, cornstarch, and vanilla extract in a blender. Cover and puree until smooth. Then, transfer the mixture into a sauce pot, add some pecan nuts, and bring to a simmer for roughly 5 minutes or until thickened. Pour it into the tin and gently press to spread evenly. On top of the mixture, arrange some pecan nuts neatly next to each other. Layer some crushed pecans, then bake it in the oven for 30 minutes. Allow to cool down completely before serving with vanilla ice cream, sprinkled with ground cinnamon. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell to catch more easy and tasty dishes to try at home.